Yamuna today. Many of the acharyas, the famous people of India, came to give their support to the cleaning of the Yamuna. So that was very good, and
Yes.
and we were very happy to meet Vibhu. Vibhu is in charge for a similar organization like Braj Vrindavan now in Mathura, in in the temple of Mathuradish and the Vishram Ghat. He's taking care of that, and so he has also very good connections with the commissioner of Vrindavan. So we have already a few new ideas developing. This day is very auspicious. Today we are with Shyamanandas Babaji Maharaj Chaki, with our dear Bandiravan. Also here is Padmanabha Maharaj in Dubiji. So I'm requesting Padmanabha Maharaj to introduce our program today here. What you want to talk about?
Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshuramilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Today is very auspicious day of Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Pandit was little younger than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but they used to stay together. It is said that Gadadhar Pandit is the incarnation of Srimati Radharani, and in his childhood he was uh, very close to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Once upon a time, uh, Mukunda took Gadadhar to see a saintly person who had come to Navadvip. His name was Pundarik Vidyanidhi. And when Gadadhar Pandit went to see Pundarik Vidyanidhi along with Mukunda, he saw that Pundarik Vidyanidhi was being fanned by many beautiful women, and he was lying down on the bed with very opulence. So Gadadhar Pandit, in his mind, it automatically came that what kind of sadhu is this if he is in the middle of so much of opulence? Immediately, Mukunda understood that what is going on in Gadadhar's mind. Therefore, to give realization to Gadadhar that Pundarik Vidyanidhi is not an ordinary person, he started reciting the slok from Srimad Bhagavatam. What is that?
Ahobakiyam
Ahobakilam
stanakalaku
Stanakalakutam.
jijang sayapayita.
Yes, I forgot the sloka.
Okay.
Anyway, but it means Putana, who was a Rakshashi, like a demon, who came to poison Sri Krishna, but as she assumed the form of a mother, Krishna is so kind that although he sucked the life air of Putana with her best, but he delivered her, and ultimately Putana was attended by Kuntha. So the one who came to kill Krishna was also given liberation. As soon as Mukunda started reciting this sloka, immediately Pundarik Vidyanidhi could not stay in his own form. He fell on the ground and started rolling, crying, and all the Ashtasattvik Vichar was revealed. No one could stop him. By seeing this, Gadadhar was very much upset that in the beginning I was thinking this is the ordinary sadhu. Maybe otherwise why he is in so much opulence. But finally, when he understood the mistake, his mistake, he decided how to cut this scene. So he decided to take initiation from Pundarik Vidyanidhi and to accept him as a guru. Yes.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu suggested to him, you should take initiation from him
Yes.
because of that exchange.
Yeah, yeah. So then Gadadhar Pandit took initiation from Pundarik Vidyanidhi and he became his disciple. At the end pastime also, Gadadhar was serving Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri, but he was given a temple in Jagannath Puri by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that is Gopinath temple. The temple still exists in Jagannath Puri. It is called Tota Gopinath. When Gadadhar Pandit grew old, he was unable to dress and decorate the deity. He was crying. One morning he saw the deity sat on the Singhasan. And it became very easy for Gadadhar to dress because the height of the deity became lower than before. So, like that, yeah, although Gadadhar tried to escape from Jagannath Puri and he wanted to come to Vrindavan, but by the instruction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he stayed back in Jagannath Puri throughout his life. And it's a very wonderful place in Jagannath Puri, Tota Gopinath. Foreigners who are not allowed in Jagannath temple can have darshan of Tota Gopinath almost. Same to Lord Jagannath. There is also Balram with Revati Varuni, and of course Radha Krishna is there, Gaur Gadadhar is there. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to go to Gadadhar's place, Gadadhar's temple, every day to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. And how many times he heard the Bhagavatam? More than 108 times. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard from Gadadhar the same story, the same thing, the same sloka, again and again and again. And we rascal, we think that if we read Srimad Bhagavatam once means it is done.
We rascals?
Of course, we are rascals. So, throughout the life of Gadadhar Pandit, we can see that and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so many teachings, like hearing Srimad Bhagavatam regularly, staying in holy places in one place for a long time, serving the Lord with the instruction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he was from the childhood itself the best friend of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Mother Sachi couldn't control uh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's initiation in Gaya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became mad and he was crying always, Krishna, Krishna, Gopi, Gopi. And once he was crying like anything, and when Gadadhar came, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, Gadadhar, do you know where my Krishna is? Gadadhar said, he's in your heart. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was about to cut his heart and see Krishna is there. Yes. But then Sachimata cried. He told Gadadhar, now you are the only one to save my child. Gadadhar somehow controlled Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And whenever there was some situation where Mother Sachi couldn't control Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, she used to call Gadadhar to control. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very much controlled by Gadadhar also. Once there was a program, a house program in someone's house, and Gadadhar was not invited, but he went before and sat in the inner room. And then when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was singing Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Gadadhar started crying from inside. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, who is there inside? Is it Gadadhar? Otherwise, no one could cry like this. Yes, it was found it was Gadadhar, weeping by hearing the holy name of the Lord, weeping like a child. These are the pastimes which I can recollect immediately. There are thousands of pastimes mentioned in Chaitanya Bhagavad, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and so many other scriptures. Hare.
Thank you, Maharaj. So beautiful words about Gadadhar Pandit. Now we're going to request Shamanandas Babaji Maharaj to give us the special words of his inspiration for today. Yeah. Thank you very much, Maharaj. That was wonderful. I was thinking about it. I was actually surprised when I heard that Vallabhacharya, who is in charge of the Pushtima, Vallabhacharya, who's in charge of the Pushtima, at one time he was like considered like the conqueror, the one that was the greatest. So then he did visit Puri. There in Puri, he saw a young sannyasi, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, speaking. And then he was so amazed that he said, I should take some mantra from him or something. So then he approached him for mantra. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not giving mantra. So he just told Gadadhar Pandit to give him the Gopal mantra. So if anybody investigates, Vallabhacharya Maharaj's whole Pushti Marg depends on Gopal. And we know that he got the Gopal mantra. Yeah, we know that he got
got the Gopal mantras from Gadadhar Pandit. But most people in Vallabhacharya's Pushti Marg do not understand it, that we are so connected. They think that we are two different societies, you know. The Mahaprabhu's society and then Vallabhacharya's. But also they met in Benares. Also they met there in Benares. And we are very much connected, not just a little bit connected. And I know another vague story that they found. First of all, it was described how the temple that he was describing, Padmanabha Maharaj was describing, that temple was built afterwards, of course. But they had moved the temple closer to the road, because on the back side of that temple, there was like a Pushpa Samadhi for Gadadhar Pandit. And when it was described, and they took all the details that concerned it, and they went into the back part of the temple, where the temple used to stand, then they found the Pushpa Samadhi of Gadadhar Pandit. So when we walk in there, it's not the same temple. The temple was further in that little valley, and it's really pretty. It goes down a little node, and then it comes flat. And the devotees, they would do kirtan just to the left side of the temple. And of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one of those ecstatic kirtans, he is the one who directed everybody to take Gopinath, Tota Gopinath, out of the sand. And that's the deity that we're seeing there. So it's, for all practical, knowledge and everything, it's a self-manifested deity of Krishna, Tota Gopinath. Nobody had brought it there, nobody had carved it. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had shown where it was, and then they installed it there. So that's Tota Gopinath Temple, and it really is a nice mood there at Tota Gopinath Temple. Oh, really very pleasant. And then Gadadhar Pandit, as he looked out of this temple, he could see Govardhan, because that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would always, when he was lost in Prem, he would run towards that Parvat, and calling it Govardhan, Govardhan, Govardhan. So this is like this is a high Ras position. It isn't just a place, it's a high Ras position that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was manifesting. Just like the Gambhira has its moods and ras, also this area has its moods and ras. And you can feel it. When you go in that area, it's just it's like it's away from everything. It's like away from everything, quiet. At least it was, at least a few years back. And
I was there in the temple. It's a Gaudiya Math. Oxidal Prabhupada Bhajan Pushi is there on top of the hill.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I stayed just on the other side to another Gaudiya Math on the bottom. Oh, beautiful little area. More? I'm trying to look for something else in my mind. I know that when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was leaving and Padmanabha Maharaj was saying that he was leaving for Vrindavan, and Kathak is where he had parts from him. So where he gave Dandavats, Radha Pandit gave Dandavats, his arms marking in the stone, because the heat of his body. Gordon Maharaj also has said, the heat of the body of yeah, it's just like, if we had the same, if I pray, oh, I want to be a pure devotee, and I keep this material body, it'll have to burn. It cannot, we don't have the container. So when a pure devotee, he gets down to give dandavats only, he's melting the stone. Just Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did it.
The power of separation.
Yeah. Yeah, so and Gadadhar Pandit, he also did it. So it's like we're unaware of what the pure devotee is. We're seeing something and we're identifying it with what we are. Oh, he gets sick, he this, that, and the other, but actually, no way. There's no. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also points it out that when the pure devotee is here, whatever is coming out of him, it's a message, it's coming out of him, it's not of this material world. Everything, all the words and everything that's hitting you, they're not of this material world. Because he converts the material energy into spiritual energy. And it comes in and touches us. So it's a total different energy. Every little word that he speaks, everything that touches him, everything. So it's not the same energy. But when the guru is what you call physically absent, that ability is not there. We can't capture that. So it's a great. It points out a great loss to us when the pure devotee leaves. Without our Pandit Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they're changing Prabhupada. They're changing the whole material energy, and we're getting touched by it. Without burning our bodies up. Yeah. I know Gadadhar Pandit, once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, he wouldn't stop crying. So his whole Bhagavatam, as Padmanabha Maharaj was speaking, 108 times, his whole Bhagavatam had become wet. And I'm guessing it was Srinivasa Acharya came to learn Bhagavatam from Gadadhar Pandit. And then when he got there, everybody had already left. Srinivasa Acharya was so, he was like so crazy. And he says, please read me Bhagavatam. And he points out, that's my Bhagavatam. So that was the Bhagavatam that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was saying that this is my master. And anything that is contrary or not in his line is, like bastard. It's bad. I don't want to hear about it. This is the translation and the explanation that is accepted by me. And that's what he was hearing from. So then Gadadhar Pandit says, well, you go out, Srinivasacharya, and you go get a book that has the same commentaries and everything. But he couldn't find it. Could never find a book that had the same. So Srinivasacharya went through a lot of, like desperate times without the association of so many devotees they had left. And then Gadadhar Pandit also not able to even read Bhagavatam to him. He was really nice. Okay. What was the person's name who gave the commentaries on the Bhagavatam?
This one.
Huh?
This one.
No. It's somebody else. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, he's my master, and anything that's not in this line, I don't accept. For clarification, yeah, there is here in Vrindavan, somewhere in between, next to Harinam Press, a temple which is connected to Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. And in that Raghunath Bhatta Goswami
is a Bhagavatam, an original one. No, I want, there's also another Gadada Goswami. I wonder whether this Gadada Goswami and this Gadada is there different, right?
Yep.
Can you say anything about this Gadada?
Huh?
Our Garuda Pandit was never called as Garuda Pandit Goswami. And he never came.
Well, no, Gadada Pandit also came to Vrindavan because we have the Gadada Danta Samaj temple there,
Yeah, but
and
it's
his
not for
deities
long
also.
time. It's not for long time.
But I also went to the town and the people there at the town, they couldn't strongly tell me that no, it's not the same Gadada. Even the pundits and the Gadadhar there, he was always carrying around a gopal. That's what he was noted for. He was always has his gopal around his neck, and he worshipped his gopal, and his tears would wash the gopal and everything. And other devotees that went there, and I even went to Mayapur, and I said I want to really get a understanding about these two Gadadhars because they're both so famous, and they couldn't show me definitely. No, he's from one family. Oh, he's from another family.
Where was Gadada born? In Mayapur. You know the parents' name? Is it
not
there?
mentioned.
It's not mentioned.
Yeah.
As per my knowledge,
It's a little town, Bharat. It's a little town, Bharat, and they have that temple there. It was hard to find. Whew.
there's also temple before the after Athitam, Lord Garuda temple. After Athitam, one place as Lord Garuda temple, the deity was installed there on the time of Chaitanya.
Yeah, there are more secrets to be known about these
Yeah.
deities which were installed after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Bhakti Charity Trust, which has been restoring many of such places. We should request that more deeper information about yes, the meeting of Bhakti Charity Trust, that's Vishnu Maharaj, and I will post that and we should have guides for them to also look at these places and know what is the historical point of reference there. Questions? Anybody has questions? A lot of people were there from Ugandat, famous film stars, many sadhus. Ananta Virya was there with his people. We were there with our opinion, with our, but there was not an hemisphere to speak. It was only giving welcome to all the people, and there were some gifts. These people did Bhakti Rasa got a gift for their service. It was very nice to see. And yes, what else I can say? You make important contacts every day, especially with people, some associates with the commissioner. Is contacted, so discuss further things which we can do from here to expand the activities more. What we have done was very surprised about the quantity of things which we have done here. And we also agreed with him that he can bring sometimes tours. He's also into education on cleaning of schools. I said they can come here, we can make a session and then sit up here and have a class on that. And he was up there and also down there to the beach that he was spread out. So all this place is just fantastic for our daughters. This is basically what I get. More to be heard. More to be heard, more to be done. I'm very eager to get the authorization for our dustbin project, which you see outside there, which has many advantages, but still we have to see. Once they are approved, then we can maybe try to get those dustbins put into all the places in the far off places. And put somebody in charge there, all the garbage put in there, and then when they're full, give us on, municipality will pick up that. And that is a contract we can do with the commission. It seems to be quite auspicious. That was outcome of our conversation. Thank you, one of our channels for the school programs. Yeah, anything is very auspicious. No questions?
Yes, Maharaj, can you share me some of your pictures recently with that garbage cleaning
With
laborers
the program today?
and with books? If you books, yeah, these books. With books we
The table, yeah,
in
you
front
have
of-
the table.
in front of that side, roadside.
Yes.
This time we used to sit there.
Yeah, we are waiting for somebody to.
Yes,
actually
awareness,
have it.
for awareness. And
The book side there. So, yeah, we can look at that's it.
no, I want your recent time pictures with the garbage what we are going to do the garbage box and meeting with laborers. Your recent time pictures.
Yes, yes. I don't think I have very good pictures, but I give you.
I have few pictures. I took your there. You know that. I have already. I need a few more here.
I took videos.
Please share some
Yes. We should have somebody who can make reels for our website. That is good. Especially if you take picture when Bhakti was receiving the bride.
Yeah.
You have that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
No,
wonderful.
I don't give you. First, you give me.
Trade. You give me, I give you.
You give me your recent time picture. I will share. Give.
Okay. Then we finish here today. And all glories to Gadada Pandit, all glories to Vaishnavas, all glories to Shyam Sundaras Bhagavan. Oh, please.
Surgeon Maharaj cancer.
Sajjan Maharaj?
He just called me up. He said he's in my
He's in Mayapur.
yeah. If you know any good place to take care of it, I won't. Yeah, I'm Surgeon.
You can be admitted to hospice.
Oh, that he probably knows because he's lived so long around that area. He's just admired him. Yeah. Yeah.
I need to go to the hospice here. I don't think they have a very good knowledge about treating cancer.
Yeah. It's called cancer.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, I think I have it, but send it to you. Huh? Send me his WhatsApp. Okay.
Yeah.
But disciple,